What's up, party people? And the place to be. All right. I am pretty good at teaching, but I'm not so awesome at making trailers. So here goes. I wanted to make a course for low poly modeling, and I've done that. But more importantly, I want to have this course focus on absolute complete beginners to Blender. I have so many students that are curious about Blender, but I don't want to just have a course where I go through here's the menu, here's this, here's that, here's this abstract thing that you can do. I have a course like that already. I wanted something that was very specific and that would be really helpful. So this is my low poly modeling course, and it is targeted towards beginners. And let me say this right off the bat, that if you have already been low poly modeling, this is going to be way too basic for you. Learning Blender is hard, as those of you that work in Blender, you know how hard it was to get over that initial hump of getting used to all of the things that are in the interface. Once you get past that interface, then you can start to create, and you can start to create a lot quicker. The other thing that I don't think as many people who use Blender talk about is that the more you use it, the easier it is going to become. But you do need to get past that initial barrier. This course is all about building up your confidence and learning about other parts of Blender through low poly modeling. I spend a lot of time in object view. And I think when you're trying to follow along to certain tutorials on YouTube, although they may be good, if they do things a certain way, and if they are focused on just being in editing view and moving things around and shifting around faces and edges, that can be overwhelming. And I understand that. So what I have done is we're going to go little by little, piece by piece, and do as much as we can in object mode. We are going to go do a dive into the editing tools, so it'll just add to what you are already learning. And as you can see, you learn a tiny little bit of architecture. These lessons are very easy to follow along. It's step by step. All 14 hours of it includes blend files, and I got some cheat sheets, and it's all this step-by-step instruction that if you have had me as an instructor in the past, whether it be Udemy or somewhere else, then you know that I like to take my time and thoroughly explain things. I'm not going to talk really fast. That's one of the things that my students have told me that they enjoy. And you're also going to learn, as you can see, you're going to be learning about modifiers and add-ons and all the things that will speed up your workflow. Because learning vanilla Blender as is great, and you will be learning a lot of that. But those add-ons can change the way that you work and motivate you to want to work more in Blender. So what I want to show you really quick is that this is an example of one of the blend files that you get. And in the very beginning, things can be so frustrating. I know that you might be looking at your phone, trying to look at the lessons, and then maybe you get to your laptop or desktop and you're trying to remember things, but you're looking and you don't know. So this is just a very simple lesson on what a primitive is and some of the primitives, etc. If you get stuck in the first 3 chapters, then all you have to do is press 7, zoom out a little bit, and I just got notes there for you right in the file itself. So I want to remove all the barriers to you learning Blender, and I think that one of the ways that I can do that is not only give you the blend files, but give you notes right in the file itself, because yes, PDFs, they're very cool and everybody loves them. But let's just face it, if you can just have the exact same note right there, it's going to be a lot better. So, and also to show you really quick, I'm going to teach you guys how to make some super basic procedural textures, because those nodes can be overwhelming. And also what I've done with these in particular towards the end of the course is I've also placed the nodes themselves right as its own little file. So I'm just going to close this off and saying you guys are going to be building well over, I think it is well over 150 of your own assets. Plus you're going to get the files with the assets in them that I'm giving you, these right here. And also you're going to get all of these assets too. They are yours to keep. They are yours to, the only stipulation that I have is that you cannot resell them as is. If you want to modify them, you want to put them in your games, illustrations, I don't care. So yeah, that's about it. And you should be able to, I got the links below. If you're already on the page, then you're already here. Thank you. And you'll get a little bit of a discount below. So if you're watching this on YouTube, if you're already here at the course, then you go back and get the discount. It's all right. Okay, guys, I'm going to get out of here.